team on the scoreboard, the Bulldogs of Mahomet Seymour High School.
Go.
Hey, basketball fans, it's that time of year when the screams get louder and the hearts beat faster. It's Illinois State basketball high school at its best. It's tournament time, and it's the first game of the regional, and we were treated to one of the best voices I have ever heard do the national anthem out of the halls of Lincoln Community High School. A young lady, we're going to have to get her name and see who she is. First of all, we want to tell you about the three-point shootout for the Queen of the Hill, which will be decided at Redbird Arena in the final days of the state tournament. For Lincoln, the two to advance are Angie Bossingham. She was 10 out of 15, and Emily Mahler was 7 out of 15. For Mahomet Seymour, our opponent tonight, Stephanie Schroeder made 7, and Stacy Clements made 8. So those are the 4 to advance. And here's your starters for the Bulldogs. For Mahomet Seymour, Becky Hendrickson, number 11, a guard, 5'5", and a senior. And it'll be number 21, Anna Kessler, a guard at 5'4", only a sophomore. Number 41, Jenna Unangst, forward, 5'11", and a sophomore. Number 25, Stacy Clements, a guard at 5'6", and a senior. And number 5, Kristen Welch.
Introducing you now to starting lineup for your Lady Lincoln Rail Splitters. Starting in the guard position, seating 5'6", and a senior is number 33, Angie Bossingham. And the other guard, 5'7", the junior is number 34, Becky Aller. At the center position, 6'1", the senior is number 50, Michelle Young. And the forward, 5'8", the senior is number 15, Sarah McLaughlin. And the other forward, 6'1", and the senior is number 20, Kelsey Bruce. The rest of the Lady Rail Splitters with the head coach, Mr. Ann Ford. The coaches, Michelle Hobbs and Joe Maxwell.
And she also leads the Lady Railers in rebounds. Kelsey Bruce, she can do it all. For Eddie Moore's Lady Railers, with 8 minutes on the clock, we get ready for the first quarter. 3 officials for tonight's ball game. We've got a special halftime guest for you. A little bit of a surprise. The first coach of Lady Railer basketball in the modern era. Believe it or not, the Lady Railers played before the boys did back in 1907, and then they said it was just too rough of a sport for the ladies, and they didn't get to play until the 70s again, until Title IX got them on the road. Going up at center for the Lady Railers, it'll be Kelsey Bruce going up against Jenna Unangst. Unangst at 5'11", Bruce at 6'1", and they get ready to toss the Wilson up. Good crowd here tonight for the Lady Railers. It's in the air. Bruce, they both slap it, and Bruce grabs it up ahead of Bossingham. Bossingham on the left wing, looks inside. Mahomet Seymour in their blue uniforms with the white lettering and numerals. Holler back out top to Bossingham. Of course, Lincoln in their home whites with the green letters and numerals trimmed in red. Out top to McLaughlin. McLaughlin on the right side, Bossingham fakes the 3, goes around her man, kicks off Young on a bad angle, puts it up, in and out, rebound McLaughlin. Behind the backboard, Aller out to Bossingham to Aller. Aller fakes the 3, now she swings it to the Boss. The Boss for 3, count it. She got to warm up before this game. She was 10 out of 15 in the Queen of the Hill shootout. 3-0 Lincoln. Unangst with the basketball in the trap, kicks it back to Clements. Clements on the dribble, and she travels with the ball. Bruce and Bossingham came over to trap Welch, and Unangst saw that the pass was going to go awry, and she traveled. Lincoln leads at 3-0. I hope you're enjoying it on Lincoln TV, Media One. Here's Aller with the basketball. We got some people down in Clearwater, Florida listening tonight. We'll tell you who they are before it's all over with. Bossingham inside Bruce. Jump shot, no. Rebound, Young fights, tipped out of bounds by Mahomet Seymour. Michelle Young kept it alive, and Seymour knocked it out. It'll be Lincoln basketball, and Angie Bossingham will trigger in with 7:02 left in the first quarter. Lincoln up 3-0 on an Angie tray. In the corner, Aller swings it out to Young. Left side, right side, Bruce. Down in the corner, Bossingham squares, fires with a man in her face, and hits it. Angie Bossingham still thinks she's in the three-point contest. Makes it 6-0 Lincoln. 6:50 left in your first quarter, and here they come. That is Kessler. Kessler back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson to Welch. Welch back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson up ahead. They bounce back door. Kicked away by Sarah McLaughlin. And that's what Sarah McLaughlin has been doing since she's earned that spot in the starting lineup. She's been doing the dirty work, knocking balls away in the passing lanes and getting the rebounds. They're going to take it out now, that being Mahomet Seymour in the corner to Clements. Aller out on Clements, and they swing it back out top to Hendrickson. Hendrickson with the basketball on the dribble on the left wing, bounce inside, throw it away to Young, up ahead to Bossingham. Nice lead pass Up and good. Michelle Young threw a Johnny Unitas pass up ahead to Bossingham, and she put the layup and in. Lincoln pitching a shutout with 6:21 left in the first quarter. 8-0. That's Clements. Back to Hendrickson, to Clements. Up. That's the first time they've made it across the timeline. Now they get it back to Hendrickson on the right side to Kessler. Kessler on the dribble on the right side. She is in trouble. Bounces it back out top to Welch. Welch on the left side. Down in the corner they swing it. They look inside. Back on the left corner Clements. Clements with the ball. Bounces back. Now on the right side to Kessler. Kessler looks. Still keeps the dribble in the trap. She's in the deadly trap. Gets it off to Clements. And now a whistle and a travel on Clements. As Young and Bruce closed in on her, she traveled with the ball. 5:50 left of the first quarter, and Lincoln leads at 8-0. Tim Rogers on the camera. Jim Ash back at Basketball Central. Here's Bossingham on the left side, down the corner, Young. Young back out to Bossingham. Squares, fires, book it. String music. Angie Bossingham with 11 points. Muhammad Seymour with a goose egg. And Muhammad has seen enough. They want a timeout with 5:31 left in the first quarter. We'll be back after this message.
How we sounding, Jim?
Sound good.
Sounds okay, good.
11 points in 2.5 minutes. The record 48 by Stacy Cook, 48 points.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What time did she do it?
2:30.
right.
She keeps this pace up.
She did 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
We're back here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, and Angie Bossingham has scored 11 points in 2.5 minutes. If she breaks this, if she keeps this pace, she will break Wilt Stilt Chamberlain's record of 100 points at Kersey, Pennsylvania back in the early 60s. We'll have to keep you in touch on that. And here come the Railers back out. Young, Bruce, McLaughlin, Aller, and Bossingham in the famous 2-2-1 Johnny Wooden full court press. Muhammad Seymour with the ball out of that timeout. They come on the right side to Welch. Welch comes back out top to the sub Schroeder, number 15, to Hendrickson. Back to Schroeder across the timeline on the right side, Kessler. Kessler, Coach Moore wants more pressure. McLaughlin all over Kessler. Now here comes the boss, and she kicks it out of bounds into the hands of Danny Winter over on the Lincoln bench. 5:13 left. First quarter. Becky Hendrickson wants to toss it in. She does out top to Kessler. Kessler direct in traffic, trying to figure out this Lincoln defense. Bossingham, now they come out top to Welch. Welch on the dribble. Left side, they swing it down in the corner. Kessler back out to Schroeder. Schroeder out top, right side, they're passing around. Kessler out top, they go to Unangst. Unangst on the left side, Hendrickson. Hendrickson looking inside, Aller all over her. They come back out top to Welch. And now Welch going to throw it over to an official in front of the scorer's bench. We're going to say a Lincoln player tipped it. I think it was the boss. 4:46 left in the first quarter. You listen to Link on TV, the big one on Media One. Here's Schroeder. Gets it into Hendrickson. Hendrickson on the left-hand dribble. Kicks it back out to Kessler. Kessler on the dribble. In the trap. Swings it out top to Unangst. Unangst on the right side. Schroeder inside. Tipped away by Bruce to Young. And Young gets it up the head to Bossingham. Bossingham down the corner. McLaughlin squares. Fires. Short. Rebound. Young. And now what are they going to call? They're going to call a foul on Michelle, and Coach Moore applauding. I didn't think it was a foul, but, she barely bumped into those Muhammad Seymour girls. And here's Lincoln in that full court pressure. Hendrickson will toss it in. He gets it in to Welch. Welch back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson up on the left side. Welch in the trap, in trouble, and now she travels with the ball. Becky Aller and Kelsey Bruce all over her. Now Allison Hubbard going to check in for Becky Aller. Bossingham will toss the ball in for the Lady Railers in front of the large student body here tonight. McLaughlin back to Bossingham. Bossingham skips across to Bruce. Bruce looking inside for the cutter. Now swings it to Bossingham. The boss looks. Now she directs the traffic on the left side. Kelsey Bruce goes around her man, up off the glass and good. Kelsey Bruce, the veteran, made it look like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Just took it right around and put it up and in. 13-0. 3:56 left first quarter. They come back to Hendrickson across the timeline. Hendrickson on the left side. That is Unangst. Unangst on the inside. Shot up by Kessler. Good. Muhammad Seymour gets on the board. 13-2. Anna Kessler with the bucket. 5'4" sophomore. Bossingham on the yo-yo. Now back out to Young. Young down baseline, bounce inside Humbert, turnaround jumper up and no. Good job by Allison Humbert drawing the foul on the entry pass from Kelsey Bruce. And Allison Humbert will go to the free throw line. 3:33 left on the board. Number 5 at the free throw line, and it's 13-2 Lincoln. We're in the first quarter here. I want to say hi to Mickey and Jack Kuznick down in Clearwater, Florida, along with the two great ones, Mark and Corky Young. Of course, Corky, the great Elvis fan, she's probably down there looking for Elvis on the beaches of Clearwater, Florida. And the first free throw's up and good by Allison Humbert. Brittany Robbins getting ready to check in. It's 14-2 on Allison's free throw. Humbert takes her time, puts it up, and good. Allison Humbert. What a tradition in the Humbert family. They have now played in 3 super sectionals. Her father, Mark, played in the 1969 and the 1970 supers for Duncan Reed against Peoria Spalding in both of those. And then Allison Humbert playing in her super right here for the Lady Railers last year when we wiped out. Here's a fight for the ball, and Kelsey Bruce in there tying up Unangst, and it will be Muhammad Seymour ball on the possession. Allison Humbert's free throw makes it 15-2, 3:23 left in the first quarter. Coach Moore going with his red Valentine sweater tonight for tonight's ball game. Happy Valentine's to all the ladies out there, especially the ones in the Pentagon out in Washington, D.C. They're looking inside with a basketball. They kicked away by Bossingham. She used to play soccer when she was younger. A lot of people thought she'd be a great soccer player, but she's stuck with softball and basketball. She might have a third sport, but I don't know what it is. With the basketball, it's Unangst. Unangst out top to Kessler. Kessler bounce inside Unangst. On the right side, down the corner, they swing at Schroeder. Slapped away by Humbert. And now it's ran down by Muhammad Seymour's Unangst. Unangst back out top with the basketball. In the trap, in trouble on the left side, Kessler. She's got Muhammad Seymour's only bucket. Kessler with the ball. Bounces back out top to Unangst. Unangst, right side, Hendrickson. Hendrickson wanted to fire. Good defense by Jenny Story in there. And now it's on the floor and a whistle. And as I forgot to tell you, Brittany Robbins and Jenny Story have both checked in. Sarah McLaughlin, Becky Aller, and Michelle Young taking a break for the Lady Railers. In there now for the Lady Railers, Bossingham, Bruce Humbert, Robbins, and Story. Bounce in the left corner, that's Welch. Good defense by Robbins. 2:44 left first quarter. Lincoln leads at 15-2, slapped away by Humbert. Picked back up by Muhammad Seymour. Out top they go to Schroeder. Schroeder on the left-hand dribble. She's a good three-point shooter on the right side to Welch. Welch on the right side, swing it down in the corner to Hendrickson. Hendrickson in the trap. Story, Bruce along the baseline, stepped out of real estate there. That was Hendrickson, a good trap over there by Story and Bruce. 2:29 left first quarter, 15-2. Lincoln, the number 1 seed in the regional sectional complex. Bossingham on the dribble. Danny Winter going to check in now. So's Christina Cook. Bounce inside Kelsey Bruce. Post up against 2. Shot no good. Tips it. Now it's taken down by Schroeder for Muhammad Seymour. The Bulldogs. The Lady Bulldogs. Don't ever mess with the Lady Bulldogs. Slapped away by Humbert. Up ahead to Bossingham. And she's going to put it up and good. 13 points for Angie Bossingham in the first quarter. And the Lady Railers lead at 17-2. Schroeder. Up ahead they come to Welch. Welch to Hendrickson. Hendrickson to Schroeder. Schroeder in the trap. In trouble. Robbins and Humbert. Bounces up ahead. A lucky bounce to Unangst. Back out top to Hendrickson on the left side. Schroeder. Inside Unangst. Jump shot up. No good. And the rebound by Humbert. Good defense that time by Kelsey Bruce. Bossingham to Robbins. In a hurry. Along the baseline. Fakes. Pumps. Gets it out to Bossingham. Inside Humbert. Humbert bounces back. Robbins in the corner. Back out to Bossingham. Around 2 to Humbert on the baseline. Puts up good. Angie Bossingham. Went around 2. Bounced off to Allison Humbert. And Humbert put it up and in. Makes it 19-2 Lincoln on the bucket by Humbert with a minute 25 left in the first quarter. 22nd timeout called on the floor. Lincoln leads it by 17, 19-2. And a young lady bringing a new baby into the gymnasium. Maybe the first time that youngster has seen a Lady Railer basketball game. It's got a pink and blue blanket, so I don't know whether it's a boy or a girl. Danielle Winter, Christina Cook check in for the Lady Railers. They'll be out there playing with Allison Humbert, Jenny Story, and Brittany Robbins. Chester East Lincoln connection, Bossingham and Bruce going to have a drink of water. Full court pressure. Schroeder gets it in to Hendrickson. Hendrickson with a basketball on the left side. She comes to Unangst. Unangst on the floor, and she's tackled. Who's the foul going to be on for Lincoln? She was tackled at about the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Muhammad Seymour. Fouls on Christina Cook. Minute 19 left in the first quarter. And Hendrickson will toss it in. Now checking in number 35, one of the Hatfields. That is Haley Hatfield. She's on the team, beat out the McCoys. Haley Hatfield. Out top it is Hendrickson. Hendrickson down on the left side. Kessler. Kessler on the dribble out on the left wing. Takes her time. We're going to have to look at the brackets to see who Lincoln might play. Almost stolen by Robbins. Get it up on the left side. Schroeder, 3 on the way. Banked it in. I thought the banks were closed this time of night. But Schroeder didn't. She banked that one in. Makes it 19-5. Now it's stolen away by Kessler. Kessler with the basketball. Across the timeline. Up ahead to Unanks. Unanks tipped away by Humbert. Robbins runs it down. The long arms. Allison Humbert tipped it away. And the quickness of Brittany Robbins ran it down. Left side Winner. Winner, the left-hander, down in the corner to Robbins. Robbins inside Humbert at the dotted line, bounces off Story. Nice head fake, up and good. Good teamwork right there. Inside pass from Robbins to Humbert. Humbert dished off to Story, and she made a nice head fake, put it up and in. 21-5 on the deuce by Story. Schroeder in big trouble, throws it away to Story. Nice trap by Robbins and Humbert. Up ahead to Winner on the baseline. Danny Winner around her man, around 3, bounces to Story, 10-footer, good. Danny Winner went around 3 people, got a bounce pass to Jenny Story, and that's 4 points for Story. Makes it 23-5. Hendrickson with a basketball. Ball overhead, and that's the end of the first quarter. That was a long first quarter for Mahomet Seymour with the score. Lincoln 23, the Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs 5. We'll be back.